Hey guys, TM Pokemon here, and today I'm giving my thoughts on the Community Day changes. Now, yesterday, with the big announcements for Stuffle Community Day, we got the announcement also that Community Day now is going back to 3 hours from 2 p.m. to 5 p.m. on Community Days. No longer the 6-hour Community Days like we've been used to for the last couple years. Now, this is a big change. This is something that some people have been like, okay, I'm fine with it. And some people are like, honestly, I'm not okay with this. And I understand why it's divided the community. Let's be honest. I'm going to be honest with you guys. I never play the full 6 hours. Never. I'll play sometimes 4 hours, sometimes even more, right? Depending on the community day. For example, like Gible Community Day, I played every single minute. Don't get me wrong there. And then Spiel Community Day, another one where I just wanted the XP. I played every single minute. But I think the 5% with the over 3 hours might be, I don't know, it feels a little bit low. Because I do feel like there's a lot of people that play the whole event for XP purposes, for XL purposes, all that kind of stuff. But I will not lie, I won't lie, 6 hours is a long time, right? For a community day. It's the same Pokemon everywhere. If you play 6 hours, of course, you have better chances at a hundo, more shinies, this, that. But I do think 3 hours is a good amount of time and perfectly fine amount of time. But the problem comes when some people don't have 2 to 5 open, usually, sometimes, Sometimes people only have that first 3 hours open, and this really, I think, opened it up for everybody to be able to play at the times that they can. You know what I'm saying? It's hard to get a 3 hour window for some people that are working, especially even on the weekends. It's hard sometimes, so you have to think about it like that. And I think that going down to 3 hours isn't the worst thing in the world, and I think we'll get used to it and we'll be like, all okay. But I do think, it's a little bit, I don't know, maybe they saw higher play rates in the Bulbasaur Classic Community Day. Maybe people just wanted that Bulbasaur. New players wanted that shiny Bulbasaur. And it's just how it is, I guess. But honestly, I think it's a change that isn't necessary, but I could see why it's made. And just going to branch off into another topic, the incense. Now, the incense, I never talked about this on the channel, but it did get changed, and it's a lot worse. Stationary incenses are basically useless now, which kind of sucks. I mean, it kind of, like, it was really, really fun to just put on an incense when you're doing something. For example, I have a gacha. When I'm in class, I'd put on an incense and run my gacha, and it'd be catching Pokemon for me, and I have potential to get a shiny Pokemon now because, well, at a time that I cannot play because I have to concentrate in class, I have my gacha catching for me on this incense. But now, it's almost not worth it because it's every 5 minutes something's spawning. And in my opinion, what I'm more scared about, the incense is already bad, but if they decrease the effectiveness while moving after the end of the season, it's going to absolutely kill incenses, and I think it's going to be a big problem. So hopefully, fingers crossed, that at least I want them to at least implement increased incense effectiveness no matter what on community days and big time events. Because, for example, Johto Tour, I was able to go outside, but it was under 30 degrees outside Fahrenheit, but it was under 30 degrees Fahrenheit, and I had to play in that weather, and I get it. It's just what I had to play through. But the stationary incense, imagine if we didn't have that then. Then my event, my Johto Tour event, is now, I'm in a lot worse of a position than everybody else. So I think this is kind of the same thought process where Community Day used to be 6 hours, everybody got to play. Now some people aren't going to be able to play as much, and I get it. 6 hours is super long for one Pokemon in a Community Day event. But I do think more people benefited from it being 6 hours than people benefit from it being 3 hours. And that's my opinion. But, comment section down below. Say what you gotta say. Say what you think about these changes. Honestly, I mean, it's a bit of a weird one for me. I mean, I'm fine with 3 hour community days, but I know there's some people that aren't. So comment down below your opinions and make sure you guys leave a like and subscribe. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.